Hi everyone, my name is Robert Kabera and I'm the new team member. I was gonna send a regular email, but I was overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude from all your warm welcome. I figured I'd come to my backyard and shoot a brief introduction of myself um, in the context where we're working with, which is in nature. I have a forest in my backyard, and so I figured, hey, let me come out here and say hello to you guys. So I'm currently based in Atlanta, Georgia, but I wanted to give you a brief introduction of who I am. Originally from Rwanda. If you know Diane Fossey, she did her research with the gorillas. That's where my parents' village are, in northern Rwanda. I've spent 6 years in refugee camps across Africa, and before moving to the US. Really started out my career in the energy space. I studied energy resources engineering at Stanford. Got a chance to work with the Power Africa program. I got a chance to work with 50 energy companies in 9 African countries. So that was my early career. And then from there, moved to Ghana in 2016, where I started a credit scoring company, which has now expanded to South Africa. It's actually being used by South African banks to do credit scoring for affordable home loans for people living in Soweto. And that was my first 2 years in Ghana. My following 2 years were around working with smallholder cacao farmers. I actually went and lived in the bush, in the middle of a maize field. Used to have to fetch water from a borehole. And that's when I really discovered the wonderful world of farming and agriculture. Ended up credit scoring the farmers, but also trying to create a bank, a farmer bank for them. And that's when I saw the first sign of how the climate impacts people's livelihood. So in the US, when you say climate change, it's 1.5 degrees, 2 degrees Celsius. But for a smallholder farmer, cocoa farmer in Ghana, climate change goes as follows. They depend on the rain season for the harvest. And when the rain is about a month late and they misapply their fertilizer, the productivity, the harvest goes down by 50%. So if they're already living off $800 a year, they're down to $400. And most of them have 5 to 7 children, so you can imagine how it affects them. However, if a farmer is able to get a loan, like one of my friends, Farmer Joseph, did, and he's able to get solar-powered irrigation systems on his farm, he's now able to increase his yield and be able to be more resilient. And actually, Joseph had 6 children, all of whom were in university, and he was paying for them off the farm. And his oldest son, I think, graduated from medical school in Cuba. So that's the kind of difference you can make in people's lives. And most recently, for the last 3 years, moved back to the US, got together with a buddy of mine and started an energy AI company where we use AI, machine learning, and satellite imagery to determine risks near critical infrastructure. So we help power companies monitor their right-of-ways to make sure no branches or old trees fall on their power lines. We help cities determine health of their trees. So instead of them taking 5 years and about $500,000, we can do it for them in about 6 months for a tenth of that price. And that's, I think, my contribution to the team, bringing risk tools, AI, to be able to help advance our work. One of the things we do is being able to determine the annual carbon sequestration of an area of interest, but as well as the carbon storage. Fun fact about me, I speak 6, sometimes 7 African languages. So super excited to explore the African market, and I enjoy traveling. I went to 9 countries last year alone, 6 of them in November. So hopefully we can meet, but wanted to take this time to introduce myself and say I'm super excited, super grateful to work with you guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.